filter on the forecast. Let's see what's making noise this week.
All right, y'all. This is On the Radar with Rain, where we break down stories that are making noise across the culture, news, and the internet. And tonight I got 3 stories as usual. I'm going to give an update on what went down with the plane crash at LaGuardia in New York. And I'm going to move into a case that's raising serious legal national debate and a story that sounds unbelievable, but very real. But what is up with me tonight? But very real. So let's get into tonight's raindrops. So on the first one, we're going to talk about the airport crash that happened at LaGuardia. There's breaking developments. Y'all know I kind of highlighted this yesterday. It was breaking news yesterday. It's now being called a deadly runway collision on Monday. Sunday night. An Air Canada Express flight coming from Montreal collided with a firefight. What is up with me tonight?
I don't know. Them tongue twisters. What's going on?
I don't know.
Rain must took a shot, y'all. She done took a shot in the
No,
background.
maybe I need one. Collided with a firefighting vehicle on the runway during landing. Of course, unfortunately, 2 pilots were killed and over 40 people were injured. And the airport shut down. And of course, there was nationwide delays, as it is with TSA now, anyways. They called this a runway incursion, meaning that the fire truck was on the runway at the same time the plane was landing. And investigators are now looking at the miscommunication inside the control tower, of course. Early findings suggest that both the aircraft and the emergency vehicle had been cleared to be on the same runway, but that never should have happened. So, of course, a separate emergency triggered that fire truck to be out there, and air traffic control cleared the truck to cross, while at the same time the plane had already been cleared to land. And in those final seconds, you could hear on the playback the air traffic controller saying stop, stop, stop. And there was like 9 seconds between him yelling stop and the impact. So by then it was too late. The plane had already touched down and collided with the fire truck. There is unconfirmed reports, though. I thought this was very interesting that a flight attendant may have or was ejected from the aircraft, and she landed on the runway, still strapped into her jump seat.
Do you
So,
want to? Do you want to show the video?
Sure, you got it pulled up.
Yeah, let me.
I think they said the plane was going over 100 miles an hour when it was impacted.
Yeah, so let's see here.
Thank you, Too Tight.
What he said?
He said, "Rain just excited about the topics for tonight. That's all."
Yeah. So this is the actual. I'm gonna see if I can large stream this in. All right. So this is the video.
Yeah, yeah, it hit the fire truck. Yeah, I hate that happened.
Oh God!
It's even tough to watch. It looked like a movie.
Yeah.
Truck 1 and Company, LaGuardia Tower, requesting to cross 4 at Delta.
Yeah.
Truck 1 and Company, cross 4 at Delta. Truck 1 and Company, crossing 4 at Delta. Frontier 4195 to stop there, please. Stop, Truck 1, stop. Stop, Truck 1, stop. Stop, Truck 1, stop. Jet 646. Jet 646, I see you collide with a vehicle there. Just hold position. I know you can't move. The vehicles are responding to you now.
Man, that wasn't good to watch.
Yeah, I know I was here. I tried to reach out to my staff, and we were dealing with an emergency earlier, and I messed up.
No, man, you did the best you could.
Yeah, it was tough to watch.
You know what be crazy though, man? Like they be almost admitting to their mistakes on the
I messed up.
I respect it, but I'm like, bro, in those moments, just be quiet, get you a lawyer. Like Jesus. But man, shout out to the families, man. That's a man.
Yeah, the NTSB said too that those fire trucks and all emergency vehicles on ground at the airport are supposed to have transponders that notify them if something is coming. And they are at some locations across the states, but not all.
Okay. Well, keep us updated on
This
this,
one didn't
Rain,
have
for
one.
sure. Yeah, keep us updated on this for sure. But let's
Yeah.
see what these women doing in these streets in the GA.
So this next story is where things get complicated, emotional, and of course controversial. A woman in Georgia is now facing a murder charge after allegedly trying to end her own pregnancy. 31-year-old Alexia Moore was arrested after police say she used abortion pills to induce a miscarriage. According to reports, she took the medication, gave birth prematurely, and the baby survived for about 1 hour before passing away. And now she was being charged with murder. She was supposedly between 22 to 24 weeks pregnant. But the judge granted her bond that was just $1 because the judge was like, "Hey, I don't even know how we're gonna charge this, and to understand this charge, how this charge could even be possible, we gotta go all the way back to 2019 when Georgia passed House Bill 481, and that's known as the heartbeat law. So once a fetal heartbeat is detected, any abortion is generally illegal. And that can happen as early as 6 weeks, and before many women don't even know they're pregnant at 6 weeks.
So I had the video of the young lady right here for you, Rain, if you would like.
Okay. You
Local woman
adding some
charged with
things to me
murder
tonight. I
after
like that.
police say she took
Thanks, I appreciate it.
abortion pills, gave birth, and the baby died. I'm Ben Becker.
I'm Tanika Hughes. She was arrested by Kingsland police last week. Action News Jack's Madison Foglio spoke with legal experts about how a case like this could play out.
Georgia has one of the most restrictive abortion laws in the country. The Life Act essentially deems a person alive once they have a detectable heartbeat, even before birth. But according to Kingsland police, in this case, a woman gave birth to a baby that lived for about an hour. According to the arrest report, 31-year-old Alexia Moore took 200 milligrams of misoprostol, which is a drug used to have an abortion. The report says Moore took it before she was transported to Southeast Georgia Health System Hospital in Camden County. The arrest report states she gave birth to a girl and the infant was, quote, premature and having major health issues. The report says Moore wanted to leave the hospital after she attempted to abort the child herself. This was in December. She was arrested last week and charged with murder.
In order for someone to be charged in murder, in a sense, the elements are something was done intentionally, a criminal act, which then resulted in a human losing their life.
Chris Carson is a criminal defense attorney in Jacksonville, Florida. I asked him what factors would be considered for these charges.
For the most part, what the legal analysis will be looking to is whether the fetus is considered to be a human and whether there was an act that was done which then resulted in the death of that human.
No.
So, Rain, I got a question for you.
Mhm.
Do you think this is why women were kind of against a lot of the politics that played when it came to, possibly, doing whatever that A word is?
Oh, yeah.
You think that?
I think so. Be it's
You see
it's
what I mean?
tough.
Because
Yeah.
because you can look at this so many ways, right? We won't dive too deep into it tonight, but when you think about her, Black women already have the highest rate of death while having pregnancy, right?
Yep.
So we know.
Absolutely.
So now, man, she about to be another statistic too, from the prison side of things. You know what I mean? It's almost like a double-edged sword when you think about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just something to think
You
about.
Yeah. Usually, though, in cases like this, they charge the provider, the doctor with doing this, not the actual woman doing it. But she supposedly got the pills from somewhere, and she started having bad cramps and pains, and that's what led her to go to the doctor.
Miles, every state got to have their own definition of this.
Mhm.
So the one Rain read is for Georgia, but every state, remember, that's what they voted on. That's why I was saying, the whole politics thing now, I think we're about to start seeing a lot of the back end
Mhm.
repercussions of what they said, you know what I mean? So
Definitely.
man, crazy work, man. 2 great stories so far, man. What we got next for? This one is crazy.
This one's
Go ahead.
crazy. This one is crazy. So when you read the headline, it really don't sound real. It sounds honestly like a comedian made it up or something. So a professional cornhole player who is also a quadruple amputee is now accused of murder. 27-year-old Dayton Weber. He has been charged with first-degree murder, second-degree murder, and firearm-related charges. According to investigators, this started inside a vehicle with multiple people. He was actually driving, and an argument broke out, and everything quickly escalated. He pulled out his firearm and shot the victim twice in the head. But what happened next is raising like more questions. So the victim remained inside the vehicle, and he asked the two others that were in the back seat to remove the body, but they refused. And instead of stopping, he continued to drive with the victim still inside. And they later found the victim on the side of the road. Investigators tracked him across state lines and located him at a hospital in Virginia. I don't even know what the details are surrounding that part. But he was arrested there and now is awaiting extradition. So he is a professional cornhole athlete that's a quadruple amputee. And of course, he is presumed innocent until proven guilty. So this is, I mean, it's
Miles, a fool. Miles said, did he pull the trigger or voice command? Shout out to Boris. He said, no arms, no legs, driving, and pulled out a gun. Finish him off. Hey, you get it? Let him walk.
This was very interesting.
Hey, he stood 10 toes down.
10 toes down.
Hey, we gonna play the video for y'all, man. Man, I'm telling y'all, the world getting crazy, dog. The world getting crazy, man. Shout out to Radar and Ray for keeping us on the top, man.
To a very unusual murder investigation in Maryland, where the suspect is a quadruple amputee known as one of the top professional cornhole players in America.
And was throwing bean bags for cornhole.
Stranger than fiction. 27-year-old Dayton Weber faces a series of charges. Chanel Call looks at the case against the man who was once considered an inspiration.
Dayton Weber, one of the greatest stories in all of cornhole.
Dayton Weber has garnered national attention for overcoming long odds, winning professional cornhole tournaments as a quadruple amputee.
I actually came up with my own kind of quote that got me through everything, and that's "the world won't wait."
But police now say Weber is charged with first and second-degree murder. On Sunday night, Weber was driving in his Tesla SUV in La Plata, Maryland with 3 friends, when police say a conversation got heated.
The driver and the front seat passenger were apparently engaged in an argument, but I'm not sure what about.
One of the people in the back seat told investigators Weber shot and killed 27-year-old Bradrick Michael Wells. According to that witness, Weber then pulled over and asked them and another person in the back seat to help him remove Wells's body from the car. They refused and got out of the vehicle. Weber drove off, and 2 hours later,
a resident called 911 to say that they saw what appeared to be a body lying in somebody's yard.
Police identified the body as Wells. Weber was eventually found at a nearby hospital in Virginia, where he was arrested. A gun enthusiast, Weber posted videos to his personal YouTube channel showing him loading and firing several shots from a handgun. Investigators say it's another skill he's mastered.
His abilities, his capabilities are well documented on the internet, and all you have to do is look at that.
Weber is now awaiting extradition back to Maryland.
Man, this is crazy, y'all. Y'all can't make this up, dog. You can't make up what's going on in the world, dog. Like, everybody's a threat. Everyone's a threat. Like, for real.
I never thought that a quadruple amputee.
Man, I'm telling you.
Would be pulling the trigger on somebody.
I'll say, who is this Professor X? He said, boy, this is wild ish here, man. What the? We pulling triggers and driving crazy? Hey, I'm telling you. Boris said it must have hard time with the handcuffs and leg shackles.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, man. My boy Class, shout out to Class. Class said he is a 2-time vacation champion in that cornhole.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Miles said he got a driver's license, bruh. He nubbing people off, man. Y'all go, y'all. I'm just reading the comments. I couldn't help it, Ray. How do they restrain him? Hog time. You got a hog time. How could he be innocent? Wow,
but
that is true. That is true, Richard. They could have been the other people in the car that did that. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right.
They say
And
the reason why he's a quadruple amputee is when he was 10 months old, he got some kind of infection and they had to amputate his arms and legs. So, or yeah.
Man, this is
But yeah.
man. The stories just got better tonight, man. Shout out to On the Radar with Rain as always, man. She always bringing a beautiful segment to the show. On the Radar with Rain, man. We just added some nuances to it today, but other than that, man, we're gonna keep it going. Appreciate you, Ray.
You're locked into On the Radar with Rain, hot topics, bold takes, and no filter.